And welcome to the Water Cooler. Michael Grady alongside Big Joe Stasiak. First time doing this gig. So let's get started. First things first, Joe. First question. How many wins for the Colts next season? A lot of changes, a lot of turnover, both front office, coaching staff. How many W's?
That's a tough one because, like you said, a lot of turnover, a brand new offense, a brand new defense. Let me just shoot, and I'm going to say this off the bat. Optimistically, let me shoot for 5. I think 5 would be a nice round number because you're still going to come back to your division. And I think within the division, I'm not sold on Tennessee yet, not sold at all on Jacksonville. And Houston with a couple of injuries, who knows what could happen.
I'll go one better. I'll say 6. I think they could be, there'll be some spankings in there. New England's on the schedule, and you know what type of polished team they are. But I think the Colts will get better as the season goes on, and those division matchups, we see them at the beginning and at the tail end of the season. And the Colts will be a much better team toward the tail end.
All right, MG, our adoptive team for next year, the Denver Broncos. How many wins for Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos?
We love Peyton Manning, but let's look at facts just for a moment. But when the season starts next year, 19 months will have passed between meaningful games for a guy that had 3-4 neck procedures and missed the entire 2011 season. Rust is going to be a factor, and you can't knock that off just on, off-season workouts and training camp or whatnot. I think there's a chance that this Denver team could really struggle. I will say 9-7 for the Denver Broncos.
You look at what they have to play within the division, that's always going to be tough. I'm not sure what Oakland's going to put on the field this year. I'm going to say 8 wins. I think the schedule is going to be so tough that I think the Peyton Manning being off for a year is also something that you got to look at. And let's not forget, I never thought Denver was the perfect place for him. I thought there were better situations if he wanted to win right away. Denver still has some missing pieces, so we'll see what they can do in the draft.
All right, Big Joe, question number 3. Let's go to basketball now. The Pacers have about 15 or so games left in the regular season. In your opinion, best first-round opponent for the Pacers?
That's a good question. As a fan of the Pacers and somebody that wants to build off that Chicago series a year ago, give me the easiest team. I think a team that's unproven like Philadelphia, that's kind of just found a magic this year, I don't think are going to know how to handle the playoffs. I'd like a team like that.
I'm going to have to disagree with you, my friend. I'm all about buzz in the postseason and hatred and all those things elevating the play of teams. But I think the emotional lift that this team could get from knocking off the Celtics in the postseason when they're staring at a potential second-round matchup with the top seed in the East, the Chicago Bulls, that's enticing. Not only that, the buzz in the city would be terrific. It's Philadelphia, I'd sleep on the Philly series.
All right, MG, let's wrap up today with something that's got the whole city fired up. I think it was very well deserved. And in the second go-round, our buddy Reggie Miller, after 18 years with the same franchise, gets into the Hall of Fame. Favorite memory of Reggie Miller?
25 points in the fourth quarter. You know I'm a big fan of trash talk.
I know, you like that.
And the thing I love more than trash talk is when trash talk is backed up. So Spike Lee's talking junk, Reggie goes right back at him and just annihilates the Knicks in that fourth quarter. To me, that's the pinnacle.
I think it was the very last memory I think we'll ever have of Reggie Miller, and the fact that a guy like Larry Brown calls a timeout against the Pistons, and for no other reason than so that his team can congratulate Reggie. To have him call a timeout so that they could give him a proper send-off, I think that was a pretty neat deal too.
Congratulations, Reggie Miller, part of the 2012 class Hall of Fame at the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame.
All right, MG, our first edition of the Water Cooler segment. I hope you enjoyed it. I know we did. Cheers.
Yes, sir. Cheers.
Let's do some more of these.
Back to work.